Hello and welcome to another episode of Vegan Cheesecake, the podcast all about the Golden Girls and
vegan food.
I am Dave Huffman, the bitchy vegan homo.
And what's up? It's your girl, Vegan Vicki from Urban Sweetness.
It is indeed.
Yes.
So today we're going to be talking about episode 5 from season 1, The Triangle.
Dun, dun.
Which, when you hear that title, it sounds like it's going to be far more illicit than it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. But this is the one where Dorothy is having well, not an affair. She's seeing the doctor that comes to again. They have another episode in this season where they have a doctor making house calls.
To the house.
That must have been the very tail end of that existing in the mid 80s.
In the 80s, it had to be.
I don't know.
But nobody ever came to a doctor never came to my house.
No, the only doctors that have ever come to my house are my friends that happen to be doctors.
There you go.
And
but that's it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want them, treating me. I mean, I love them and I'm sure they're great doctors, but I think it would be weird.
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. Yeah, that has to be an 80s thing.
I think. Well, yeah, or like it's held over from like
70s.
Well, even before.
60s,
yeah, the old
50s.
Yeah, that whole.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
true.
it just
Yeah.
ended. I guess sometime in the 80s because no one ever did house
Nobody.
calls. Yeah.
Nobody.
Could you imagine? That's just so weird.
That would be awesome, though.
But Dorothy, of course, hits on the doctor successfully,
Yes.
and then Blanche.
So we think.
Then Blanche steps in.
Yeah.
Momentarily before Dorothy basically says,
"Back off, heifer."
That would be if Vicki was the writer on the show, she could have just shut that all down.
That's what I would have put. But hey,
back
that's why
off,
I'm not
heifer.
a writer.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
No, I think that would have been a great line.
Yeah, it would have.
Actually, my favorite line from that, whenever Blanche introduces herself to the doctor, is when she says her name is Blanche Devereaux, which is French.
For Devereaux.
For Blanche Devereaux.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm going to start saying that. My name is Dave Huffman, which is French.
For Dave Huffman.
For Dave Huffman.
There you go.
Because for anything you say like that, I mean, why not?
It's it.
It can be that. Sure, why not?
That's it.
But anyway, so this is the one where Dorothy gets a little attention, so that's nice.
I was excited for her because she never,
Yeah, B. Arthur's not known as being a sex symbol.
Not at all.
No, bless her heart.
I always thought her voice was so deep.
It is so deep.
Hello, so deep.
She is crazy deep. Can we just take a side moment to talk about other female celebrities with wonderfully husky deep voices?
Oh, but sometimes I think I have a deep voice.
I think you have a wide range in your voice.
Yes, I do. That's true.
Years ago, in my day job capacity, my paths had crossed with Kathleen Turner.
Oh yeah,
and
she's got a
very deep voice, and especially now, like later in life. And my greatest regret is that I no longer have the voicemail that was left on my phone by Kathleen Turner to play for people.
What?
Because it was just amazing. Yeah,
it was
Kathleen Turner early in the morning. So that's even better.
So it was just groggy and just dirty, nasty.
It was like,
right.
Yeah, it's like I can't even do an impression of it. But it was amazing, and it was just her asking about her schedule for the day, and it was great.
Wow,
so
that's awesome.
Yeah. So, but anyway, B. Arthur also a husky voice.
Yes, very husky.
I like that she was kind of flirty and aggressive. I like how she was doing the classic. And what does your wife do? Yeah, to find out if he's available or not. So
maybe I can show you and your wife around Miami.
Have you ever not very subtly found out someone's availability like that?
You know what? I can be slick sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
But, when it comes to stuff like that, I am so shy.
Really?
I am.
You're not those of you that don't know Vicki, you can tell by this voice, she's not necessarily a shy person.
Exactly. But I get so nervous that somebody would literally have to like shake me and say, "Hey, I'm interested."
Okay.
Because I would just be like, "Oh, he's so nice." Da da da.
I gotcha. I'm the same way. I never quite believed that anyone would be interested in me.
Yeah.
Which is silly because
it is.
We're both wonderful people.
We are.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pat myself on the back for a minute.
I'll pat you on the back, my boo. Yes. But yeah, that's true. So no, I have never done, now I can find out for like other people. I'll be like, girl, let me tell you, girl. Right.
So have you ever found yourself on something that you thought was a date that it turned out not to be a date because the person was involved with somebody else or anything like that?
No, actually, yes, I have.
Yeah.
Which is the craziest thing. And you know what? And I don't even know. I really, and looking back, I'm like, I think I was just liking this guy just to like him. You know.
Right.
And then, you know, we would go out to dinner. We would, you know, and totally friend zoned me.
Yeah.
Totally. You know, and because I was like, because he started talking about his chick, and I'm like, hey,
I see how it is.
Okay, yeah, well, you know, she has to come sometimes. Yeah, buddy. Okay, thanks. Yeah, it was like womp womp womp,
wimp womp.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's okay. We have to get sound effects for the show.
I just have you doing it. That's okay.
Yeah, that's true, because I am the master sound effect.
I'm sure I can add a weep womp in there for you if you want. Weep womp. I had a weep womp moment many years ago. I finally got the nerve up to ask out this guy I thought was really cute, and he was like a mutual friend of another friends. We'd all hung out together.
Right.
And I went over, made plans. I thought we were going to go out to dinner and stuff. I go to his apartment, and he's there, and his roommate's there, who I also knew. And his roommate wasn't feeling well, so we were just kind of hanging around at the apartment. I just kept trying to like, hey, you and I, let's go do something. Right. And then it was about 30 minutes into what I thought was a date that I realized, I'm like, oh, you two just aren't roommates. You two are a couple.
Oh, wait a minute.
And then I was like, oh, okay. Oh, weep womp indeed.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like either one of you now. No.
Yes, I stormed out.
I know that's right.
Very
Slam
rude.
the door.
How dare they?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So y'all more than roommates, huh? Well, you should have said that.
You should have said that.
Thank you.
I guess it's my own fault for not picking up on those signals.
That's okay. No, it's never your fault. Never.
I have been absolved. I love it. I've got carte blanche. Or Blanche.
Carte blanche. I love it.
There you go. All right.
We can add that to vase and vase.
Of course, the doctor that Dorothy is seeing, of course, ends up being a lech, and he hits on Blanche.
Hits on Blanche. You go ahead.
No, but then what I like later, spoiler alert, whenever Rose is trying to, help Blanche out and prove that this guy's a lech, I liked when Betty White turned into sexy Rose.
Didn't she say,
to seduce him?
Big boy.
Yeah, and she called him Dr. Man.
Dr. Man.
I love that. Dr. Man.
He said, is something wrong with your leg? Like, what is wrong with that? But you know what I loved in this episode? And I know people are going to be like, oh my gosh. Like when Blanche had on her kaftan. Listen.
And she kept like twirling her. Yeah.
Because it was just so much fabric.
Yeah.
I love, my mom used to wear.
Yeah. Do you wear a kaftan? Do you lounge in a kaftan?
I don't. You know what? I just like oversized t-shirts.
Gotcha. That's your kaftan.
Yes.
Okay.
But my mom used to wear kaftans all the time. And I used to love, like when I was little, she would take me, like if she'd sit on the floor or sit on the couch, she would take me and swing me in the extra fabric on that. And it was awesome.
She would make a little hammock out of her extra
make
kaftan.
A hammock out of the kaftan.
Well, that's...
So, and I was like, when Blanche had the kaftan, I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
That typical 80s caftan look.
It was an unusual look for Blanche to be sort of dowdy in a caftan, lounging around reading a book.
She was just chilling, and also, you know what I love? How the sets change. Like how they had a little bar there.
Right.
The next episode was a TV.
Yeah.
You know. She's like, you want a slow gin fizz?
That fourth wall that you never quite know what's there. Sometimes it's the buffet.
Right. It's
Sometimes
the buffet.
It's who knows what's actually
TV,
there. It's just
it's the everything.
Was this one? I don't know. This one I don't know was actually filmed in front of a live studio audience, as they always say. I don't think this was.
No,
so
I don't think
normally
it was.
it'd say the audience was there, but no, it's just the creepy cameraman probably.
Right. The boom man. I'll never know what that is.
You don't know what the boom is?
No.
That's the microphone.
The guy that holds a mic.
Yeah, that's
okay,
the
that's
boom.
what I thought.
It's called a boom mic that hangs over you. So sometimes if you watch a low budget movie, maybe that crops in.
You can see it.
I can explain why you should never see that, but that's beside the point. This is totally off topic.
Okay.
But so the other thing we'd like to talk about on the show, other than the Golden Girls, is vegan food.
Yes.
So is there anything this week that you have maybe that, again, I always like to ask you what you ate that you didn't eat or that you didn't make, but you always make your own damn food?
I had something.
Oh, yeah?
I was so excited on the way here. I was
hear.
like, wait till I tell him.
Oh, my God.
That I
Did you go to an actual restaurant?
I did.
Oh, my goodness. I'm in shock.
You should be.
Where'd you go?
But I was so disappointed.
I
went to P.F. Chang's.
Oh, okay.
Okay. They had cauliflower.
Okay. Like a fried cauliflower?
Yeah. It was like the Korean style cauliflower.
Okay.
I was so disappointed. And I really have to stop thinking that everybody's cauliflower is going to be like my cauliflower.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's like they just took the cauliflower, then made a floret, and then just cooked it. It was no seasoning. It was nothing. And I was so disappointed.
Oh. I'm so sorry. You wasted your one time out at a restaurant this week.
I did on that.
On mediocre food.
And I was so... Nobody can see me, but my head is in my hand.
She's really sad.
I'm sad.
She's very sad right now.
Yes, I was just like, oh my gosh. Boo.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
The only time I ever eat at P.F. Chang's is, I think, when I'm in Las Vegas. There's a P.F. Chang's in Planet Hollywood. Okay. And I always seem to end up there just because, I know I'll be able to eat something in there. Right. So that's where we'll go. Right. And otherwise, I don't know that I find myself there maybe occasionally.
I was
But at least I know, don't get the cauliflower.
Don't do it.
I won't do it.
Don't do it.
I usually get the green beans. I love that. Like Szechuan green beans are like my favorite thing. In fact, I had some last night.
Did you?
Yeah, Nick and I had a little date night. We went to see a movie, and then we went to Hunan on Coventry.
Yeah.
And had the cashew tofu and the Szechuan green beans, and they were both delicious.
Yeah, now I've had this has been years ago, but I had their green beans, and they are good. They are really good.
And it was just this giant plate of green beans, and nothing makes me happier than just eating a giant plate of green beans.
Oh, and the Szechuan, that little spice kick
so
to
good.
it.
Delicious.
What? I'm living through you right now.
Well, I've made a better choice than you this week.
I know you did.
And maybe I should be your life coach, not just your podcast co-host.
Listen, that might work.
Yeah?
That might work. We might have to do that.
All right. I have another friend that asked me to be her life coach.
All right.
Yeah. It hasn't turned out so good.
Oh wow. Okay, well I'm gonna rethink.
No, she's done great. She's done really good. I've done an amazing job.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I have a very hands-off approach to it.
But like, yeah, do this, and I'll see you in 5 months.
No, I shouldn't be entrusted with anybody else's life than my own. I shouldn't even be in charge of mine. Come on.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so that's what you had?
Well, I had that last night, and that was very good. But unlike you, I do eat a lot of food that other people make, not just mine.
Okay.
But I haven't really eaten out too much this week at restaurants. So because I had a lot to do around the house and a lot of cooking and things like that. So yeah, it was. And then when you have so much food, then there's all the leftovers, and I don't like to not eat the leftovers.
Right. I don't like to waste food.
Right. So I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a friend who will not eat leftovers.
Really?
Yeah, he won't.
That's crazy.
What's even crazier is, though, he will take them from the restaurant,
but won't eat them,
knowing full well that he's never going to eat them. But
it's probably because I paid for it. I'm taking it.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to throw this out in my own trash can.
There you go.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. He just won't eat leftovers. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool. But you know what I did do?
What'd you do?
Okay, which was amazing. It was my own food, but I did I had to do a demo last week, and I made cauliflower tacos.
Okay, yummy.
It was a taco bar stuff. Then I had like cauliflower left over and seasonings and stuff. So I said, well, you know what? I'm just going to make this up and, just do this. But then I looked and I said, I wonder how this would taste in a soup. Oh my gosh. I ended up making like this cauliflower black bean Mexican type soup. So good.
Yeah?
Yes. What?
So it was just like the florets of the cauliflower in there?
Florets of the cauliflower. I had black beans. And then I said, well, you know what? I'm going to mix it. I want to be like a little chowder. Mix it. Make it creamy. So I added a little unsweetened milk. Then some vegetable broth.
Yeah.
I had the Mexican season there. Then I put a little more cayenne in there to give it a little pop.
Nice.
Then blended it.
It is soup season.
And I'm excited.
Yeah,
I love soup.
I'm excited because it's not only soup season, but more importantly, it is pot pie season.
Yeah, it is.
And I have these adorable little Fiesta like individual pie plates.
Yeah.
That I just like to. It's like the excuse to use them. Basically, is making little pot pies.
That's all right.
I'll make you a pot pie.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you should be. They're delicious.
I know. Pot pies are awesome.
Pot pies are
crust,
awesome.
And then once you break through the buttery crust, boom, and you get to that.
All the yummy goodness.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But then you have to get the whole, you have to come from the bottom, scoop it up.
To bring it up. Mm-hmm.
And then you have to have all the elements
crust.
in
it. And you just don't think about how many calories you're eating in all that pie crust.
Oh, no. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
A pot pie is not a low-cal experience.
What could be, like, we need to do some variations of pot pie. Like, what can you put in pot pie? Like, something like that.
I do tend to always make the same kind of pot pie. That is true. What is your go-to pot pie? Is it your kind of faux chickeny kind of pot pie?
It's a faux... well, no, you know what? Usually mine is like vegetable. All vegetable. And I'll throw... And every time it's a different mix of vegetables. So sometimes I'll do like a cauliflower, sweet peas, carrots, onion. You know, I just throw it all in there. Or sometimes I'll see what I have in my freezer.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, okay, I'll put this together. I don't care.
Yeah. You don't care. Listen to you. I don't care.
I don't care. I said, whatever.
All right. Well, we're going to have a pot pie challenge.
Yes.
We have all these plans and we never do any of them. So we're going to actually, maybe after we're done recording, we should sit down and actually talk about an actual plan and actually doing these things. Or maybe we're just all talk.
I think it's 50-50.
I think it is
50-50.
We are capable of putting up and then shutting up.
Absolutely.
But right now,
there you go.
It's all just not shutting up and just talking.
There you go.
Oh, so the other thing when we talk about food, really this one didn't have hardly any food stuff in it. It had yet another, it seems like they're always like up late at night eating stuff. But because that's what happens. They go in there and Rose is once again up. She can't she's eating cookies, I think. She's just sitting there eating cookies. And then Sophia comes in and tells her what I believe is the very first Picture It, Sicily story.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time we got it in that. Yeah.
Sicily.
And she tells that hilarious story about her rivalry with the other woman, her old friend, and they had the pizza business, and a man came between them. Mama Celeste. I don't remember ever seeing a Mama Celeste pizza.
Never
like
have.
It's a frozen pizza company.
Maybe it's just in Miami.
It might be. I mean, I did Google it, and they still exist. So you can get it's just like you just see the word Celeste real big on the thing. But still has a picture of the little, lady up there. So Mama Celeste, she was apparently a real person. Wow. But then I also had to look up because Sophia tells the story frustrated about how her friend made millions off of their recipe. And then she says what I thought was probably some sort of Italian curse when she says abbondanza.
Right.
And I Google that. Do you know what that means?
What?
It just means plenty or abundance. So but I guess the way you say it, I don't know. It just seemed like a weird thing that it has to have some kind of other idiomatic meaning.
It's got to have, with the hand motion.
Right, when you say it like that, that means, I don't know, like you've got plenty or whatever. I don't know.
Or you took it all.
You took it from me or something. I don't know. So, interesting. But frozen pizzas are one of those things that I rarely ever buy. Because I, just make my own pizza crust. It doesn't take that much energy or anything. And then you have a much better thing. However, I am all in favor of having an emergency one just in case. Do you ever have like an emergency frozen something in that, like maybe it's even a frozen pizza? I don't know.
Actually, I do have a day of pizza.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
In my freezer.
Right.
Yeah, just in case, because it may be one day I
don't
want to do nothing.
Yep.
Bam, throw it in the oven.
I gotcha.
And let's go.
I think the Daya ones are maybe the only vegan ones that I've had.
Yeah.
I think. Although I think Whole Foods also has a vegan one, but theirs was it was vegan, just didn't have any cheese on it or something, I think. So it was basically just a flatbread with sauce,
Oh, okay.
But the Daya ones are okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's I do have that.
Did you have just the cheese one, or do you have the one? There's the cheese and there's the mushroom
deluxe.
And the deluxe.
Yes,
because you're a fancy lady.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I went for it all. I want it all. Yes,
sounds about right for you.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, you deserve nice things, Vicki.
Thank you.
That's all. That's what I meant.
I think I do.
You do.
Yeah, but so I do have that, and you know what else not so much anymore, but I am a potato freak. I love potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to have like a bag of fries, but I don't now.
Because you're being good.
Yes, because
gooder.
I'm being
That's
gooder.
what you're being, right?
Gooder than good.
Yeah, they're gooder than good.
Yeah, so I used to have that, but I don't have that anymore. But I still do have a frozen pizza.
So you don't have like emergency tater tots in your freezer?
I don't.
There might be some emergency tater tots in my freezer.
I will raid that sucker right now.
Because like you, I definitely am a...
Yeah, but tater tots are...
Yeah, yeah. Now that's... I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put that...
You're taking me back.
I didn't mean to put that in your mind.
You're taking me there. But tater tots are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
It's like... It's for the kid in you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, tater tots for the kid in you. Yeah, but tater tots are awesome because you could throw you can make loaded tater tot, everything.
See, that's what I've been meaning to do. I see pictures of friends on Instagram and stuff that have made loaded tater tots. And then I'm like, how come I never really do that? I almost always just make tater tots as a little side thing to go with burger or whatever I'm eating. But then I'm like, why am I not just making some sort of just... piled on, disgusting, nasty.
But the last time I had it, it's been a long time. But the last time I did it, I think I put too much crap on there, and it was just like, I don't.
Well, let's talk about that for a moment because I have kind of a rule. You said you had the deluxe pizza, which I'm assuming has a ton of stuff on it.
Yeah, well, it had tomatoes. It had sausage. And. Mushrooms and stuff on it. Yeah.
My rule on a pizza is no more than 3 toppings.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't like whenever there's too much stuff on it.
Yeah, because it defeats the purpose, I think.
And my other rule is if something falls off, it doesn't get eaten.
Like if it falls off in the box?
If something falls off of the slice of pizza as I'm eating it, and then that meant that there was too much stuff on that slice of pizza. Really? It wasn't supposed to be there.
Oh, well, then that's just the fat girl in me. Because if it falls off, you're going to get eaten, buddy. It falls off, I'm just grabbing you.
I don't know. It's just one of my silly little rules.
Really? That's
it's like
okay.
I've maintained clearly the universe has decided you didn't belong on that slice of pizza.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So does that make sense?
That makes total sense because hey, you have rules like. It's like a detour.
I don't want to descend into chaos. No, we have to have rules.
Yeah, that's true.
So no more than 3 things on a slice of pizza.
I
generally don't like a ton of stuff on anything because I feel like when you have too many things,
it's just...
then you need to be able to taste the individual flavors of the things that you're having on there.
That's so true, though.
If you go to a place like Happy Dog where you can put 50 toppings, I mean, obviously not all 50 toppings are vegan, but. You have to be selective in the things you have to put on there. Have to make sense together, and they have to work together.
You still have to taste the hot dog, or you still have to taste the main dish.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
and stuff. Yeah, so I went rogue one time in my tater tots, and it just.
So how many things did you put on there? Do you remember?
Oh, it was a lot. Yeah, I'm embarrassed because after I heard the three thing rule,
now you're like,
rule, I don't want to talk about it.
I'm not going to judge you much.
You gonna judge me?
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little. But I had like mushrooms, onions, like peppers. I think I threw like some little things like tofu. Oh, it was bad.
Well,
it was bad.
Well, but
it was so bad. No.
It's okay. You can redeem yourself the next time you make them.
Right. I did. I went rogue, and it was. I couldn't even taste the tater tots. It was just so much stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah, throw that on there.
I think I'm also sort of a tidy eater. I don't when things are too sloppy.
You look like a tidy eater. Like, no, my peas can't touch.
No, I'm not like that.
I know you're not, but I'm like,
but like if I'm eating loaded nachos or something that have just like a ton of stuff, we make delicious nachos here. I'll make my cheese sauce, and Nick, we go crazy when we make a delicious giant thing of nachos sometimes. And those first few when you're being, all the chips are easy to grab hold of,
right?
But then as it gets a little lower, things are
messy.
just it gets messy.
Everything just messes together.
I stop with my fingers and I just use a fork.
Really?
Yeah.
Now see, there go your girl again. I'm digging in that, people.
Yeah.
That's like the best part because, again, remember I was telling you about the cookie I like. Because, see, you still have some of the stuff that's got all the elements on it. Mm-hmm. And you still have a little bit of crunch in that chip. Mm-hmm. But then the other part is a little soft.
Soggy. Mm-hmm.
And it's the perfect blend. You have to see me describing this, people.
Mm-hmm.
It's the perfect blend, and that's like the perfect chip.
I gotcha. I'm not going to disagree with you.
Yeah, but I understand. And I'm eating it with my fingers. I'm going Ethiopian style.
Which I'm all for.
Bam.
I never get a fork when I go for Ethiopian. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, so I'm just saying.
Well, the one thing I will say, whenever you do eat with your hands like that, you're going to get some of that on you, and then people are going to smell it on you, just like how Rose, I'm bringing it back here. See this? How Rose, when the doctor asks her what perfume she's wearing, he's like, oh, you smell so good. What are you wearing? She's like, fancy albacore tuna.
She said albacore tuna.
And she's like, oh, the pimento really sets it off. And she's like sniffing her wrist.
Yes.
And that reminds me, my grandma, and not that everybody doesn't do this, but sometimes they'll put a little vanilla. Like I remember her, so she would put that sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you ever find yourself using food as perfume?
I have not.
Intentionally, I should say.
No, I don't think so.
We all unintentionally have probably used food as perfume.
But no, I have not.
No.
I can't say that I have.
My one ex one time ate a pizza with so much roasted garlic on it that for the next 2 days he was sweating garlic.
No, he was not.
So he
garlic.
was. Oh, he literally was sweating garlic. Like I've heard that can happen.
Yeah, you eat a lot of. Yeah,
it actually does. Like his skin for 2 days afterwards smelled like garlic. Yeah, it was bizarre. Yeah,
that's weird.
He sounded like he smelled like he had turned. Yeah, like.
Oh my gosh. That is, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, it was not good.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no amount of soap or anything could
do that because it was in his pores.
Yeah, so gross.
Wow.
So gross. Well, on that happy note.
That's such a happy note.
Let's talk about where we're going to be next and what we got going on. So I'm, again, Dave Huffman of Bitchy Vegan Homo. And the next thing you're going to see me at is on November 9th, just this coming Saturday, if you're listening to this when this goes live on Wednesday, I'm going to be in Pittsburgh at the Pittsburgh Vegan Expo in Monroeville. So just come by and visit me. I don't know what my booth number is yet, or else I tell you. But look for me. I'll be around, and I'll have my best damn brownies and a whole bunch of other treats. I think I'm gonna make my pumpkin cupcakes. I haven't decided completely yet, but stop by and see me there. And of course, visit me online at bitchyveganhomo.com. You can follow me on Instagram and Pinterest and YouTube and what else? Oh, Twitter as Bitchy Vegan Homo, and then on Facebook I am BVH Show.
I'm still that trips me out about Facebook.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I know, right?
Oh well.
I know. And it's your girl, Vegan Vicki, Urban Sweetness here. And you can catch, you can catch me. But no, they're
good
sold
luck
out.
Holding on to you, though, if you catch
know,
you.
Right?
Yeah.
It'll be, I have November 16th now. It's going to be the Vegan Thanksgiving buffet. Tickets are currently sold out for the event. So sorry, don't show up. I love you though.
But that's fantastic that it's sold out.
Though. I know, right?
Good job.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I will.
If some tickets open up, though,
if tickets open up,
yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna let you know.
Okay.
Check me on social media.
All right.
And also, that's it. Or if you're at the Cavs game in the executive suites, look for your girl Vegan Vicki up there at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. I have exclusive vegan menu there. Look, we're doing the vegan takeover, y'all.
I love it.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, it's urban_sweetness. Or you can catch me on my website, www.urbansweetness.com.
Ooh, sounds good.
Hey.
And let's not forget that there is now an Instagram account and Twitter account for the Vegan Cheesecake Pod. Yes.
POD.
So follow us on that. We'll be posting some unique things on there and then sharing, of course, for our stuff. But, as we develop this a little bit more, maybe we'll just have stuff that's only on that. And you're only going to see it if you're following that.
Only going to see it.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. And thanks for being a friend.
Hey,
I got it in there.